page.
Stop it, man.
Can't do it.
Say I'm sorry.
Do it wrong! I'll write it and we'll do it wrong!
I guess I should have known, chat. I should have known. Hello. And welcome to Twitch and YouTube and new people on LinkedIn. Assuming it's working. I can't really tell if it's working. What do you all think of this music in the background? What do we think? This song was written just for me by a very special person. And I hope that you all enjoy it because I'm using it for my new intro, which is still in production, but at least we already have the music. So welcome in everyone, and thank you very much for the hype train, or I should say scam train. Let's see who's in chat today. We've got Yost, welcome back. Very good to have you with us. Ian Alex Hart, congratulations Ian, on being first. Jay Walter, congratulations on being not first. And welcome to chat. Who else is around? Steffi, you. Ew to you. Oh, I think that's a bit loud. Maybe a bit loud. Should we turn that down a bit? It's probably a bit better. I don't know how to stream. What's up with the flashing frame? That's because we have a hype train or a scam train. Level 2 apparently already. Thank you Yost for gifting those subs to Rugmat and Steffi and Jay Walter. And Rugmat, thank you very much for gifting a sub back to Yost. Wait, did you gift Yost back his sub? Like, is that what you did? Because that's kind of... What a weird thing to do. Hi, Natas. And hello to anybody else lurking in chat who I have not said hello to yet. Cannot unsee the flashing frame. Yes, I know it needs an epilepsy warning, but Twitch needs an epilepsy warning. You know? Yost was gifting subs, but wasn't subbed. Yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. Well, anyway. It's been a while, chat. Hello, Mo. Hi. Oh, I'm not sure about this name. Can I just call you Mo? I don't know how to pronounce your username. Don't blame Twitch for your overlays. No. Twitch generally needs an epilepsy warning. When you're browsing Twitch, you can be epileptically attacked at any time by a lot of things. Great, Mo. Welcome in. Great to have you in the stream. Where are you joining us from today? And how did you find this stream? And are you already regretting being here? Like most people. Yeah, so there's a lot to talk about, chat. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. because we've missed some time together. It's been
Garbage.
part of my time away from Twitch and streaming has been garbage. That is true. Absolutely nailed that one. Very well done, Steffi. Part of my time away has been difficult, just like my voice. Hi, Marble. A lot to talk about, like the Altman saga. We will not be talking about OpenAI today. We will save all of it for Friday. And difficult MZ, thank you very much for the follow. Be sure to join us on Friday for the Data Cafe, because we will have lots to talk about. However, the OpenAI saga, honestly, it's a very short story. It's tech bros doing something, people don't like it, other tech bros disapproving, old white people saying something, and then, you know, people leaving. It's just standard Silicon Valley stuff. It's been...
Garbage.
Wait, the second person you're talking about OpenAI, I am about to look into it. Well, there isn't really any... This is the thing. People love to cover things that have no effect on their life. People love to talk about things in such a way and create drama and create a ton of hype, even though those things have basically zero effect on their day-to-day life. Imagine all of this stuff happened. Reflect on your personal situation and ask yourself, really, does this affect you in any way? Why are you spending time thinking about it? Why are you talking about it? Does it even affect you? Probably not. So it's just news for the sake of news. It really is. A lot of things that we talk about are just news for the sake of news. I have to disable the hype train thing because it's somehow not it's not cooperating with me. Hold on. It's weird. We don't get hype trains very often. So I don't know. Does weird stuff. It doesn't affect me at all, but it's entertaining. Oh, we can definitely like look at it from an entertainment point of view, for sure. But I just don't think it has a lot of value to talk about it in a like news kind of manner. Also, Bumpy Belt, thank you very much for the follow and welcome to the stream. It's not that important, but we'll talk about it on Friday because it's part of the news cycle and it is relevant for some reason or another. So we will talk about it on Friday in the Data Cafe. What I do want to talk about today are lots of different things. But I want to ask all of you, first of all, how you are. Because we haven't seen each other in... When was the last time I streamed? A long time. And I don't know what's happening with all of you. So tell me something really cool. Tell me like a big win. Tell me something exciting that's happening in your lives. If you don't mind sharing, of course. And in return, I will tell you about one major thing which happened to me. Both good and bad. So I will start with the bad first. I will start with the bad. Natas is building their own inventory system for a game that they're making. Ooh, that sounds very exciting. Very cool. Slowly, piece by piece, we are squandering away what's important in our life with what we think is entertainment. literally the definition of TikTok. Is that not literally the definition of today's media? Is just swiping? It's sad, really. Has no educational value. So, Jay Walter's starting a new job in 2 months. Ooh, very exciting. Very exciting. Have you been having a lot of offboarding? Because, you know, when you leave a job, you have offboarding, and when you join a job, you have onboarding. I don't think I'm allowed to play this game. I did buy a bread box and new shoes. I am very excited for your new shoes, Joost. What kind of shoes are they? Obviously, it's very on brand to talk about shoes here, seeing as my nickname is Maddie2 Shoes. I think you mean skateboarding. So there is one thing that happened that I do want to talk about briefly because it will come up sooner or later. And it's one of the reasons why after my vacation, because I took a vacation with Mimi2 Shoes, we went to Italy and we had a fantastic time. And I was meant to stream when I got back, as you may have seen from my stream title or schedule at some point. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to one of our bunnies shortly after we got back from vacation. I will spare you the details, but yes, the bunny cam will be a little bit different because unfortunately we said goodbye to Ben a few weeks back because of some complications with surgery, emergency surgery. And yeah, so at the moment Jerry is alone. And we did try, I will say, we did try to get Jerry a partner, another friend, but that didn't work out so well. They didn't become friends. So that was a bit of a downer. So thank you for I appreciate your feelings. Thank you for your support and care. And also we were talking about it in the Discord, for those of you who saw, because I also updated it on Patreon. Thank you very much for that. So for the moment, Jerry will be on his own, and he's doing fine. He's doing pretty well. He's playing around and having a good time. But there are lots of positive things to talk about, and I don't want to spoil too many things. But one thing that I do want to share is that I was asked by a company in Azerbaijan to run a internal training for their employees.
Garbage.
Why? Why is that garbage? No, Steffi, no. That's really cool.
Why?
It is a $1 billion company. I'm not joking. Like, I was very skeptical when I got an email, but it's very legit. Like, it's a very big company. They do a lot of different things. I don't understand all of their products, but they do a lot of various things. And I'm very excited. I have a call tomorrow with the internal contact responsible for this training program. And he already knew quite a bit about me. He'd done a lot of research. And yeah, I'm very excited about that. Certainly about the possibility to physically go to Azerbaijan, because I've never been. So that could be pretty interesting. And no, I will not live stream from Azerbaijan. Before any of you ask, I'm not going to be IRL streaming from Baku or something. That's unlikely. I do have a bit of a cough still. Garbage. I was sick the last couple weeks, which is garbage. I agree. I had a very pesky cough, but last week I was in Berlin and Vienna, and I had a great time. I was at 2 conferences, Also lots to talk about from there, but I don't want to just have this stream, you know, I didn't want to just fill this stream with me chatting for an hour. That seems like a waste of time. So yeah, Hereditary, thank you very much for the follow and welcome to the stream. I see. There are comments on LinkedIn. This is interesting. So I am currently live streaming to LinkedIn. Apparently. I say apparently because I don't know. Maybe not. It's always a bit of a mystery to me. It's like, does it even work? Because LinkedIn Live is, I don't know, like, how do you even know if anything is working? You know what I mean? I don't want to fill this stream with me chatting for an hour. Really, is that so? Then what is it that you're doing right now? This is called the introduction. It's called the intro. Does LinkedIn have a software and game dev category? LinkedIn has no categories. LinkedIn has no categories. What I did notice, however, I did notice something. There seems to be a loop of starting soon and then previously live. I've witnessed many issues of communication. Oh, that's very good to know. Cool. So this is how Microsoft makes live streaming products. Good to know. What should I do about that, chat? You're saying you can still engineer a data science category. I could, yeah, I could. I just don't really know. How do you... I mean, it's on Azure. That's probably why it doesn't work. That's probably why it doesn't work. Look, LinkedIn is not known for live streaming. So I don't really know. Maybe we can just stop and restart it. Let's try like that. Should we just stop and start again? Let's try that. Failed to connect to stream. Yay! Cool. That's really awesome. Stream settings. It's horrible. Horrible experience, really. It's really bad. Use authentication? No. Failed to connect. Wow, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn basically just said no. Yeah, that's what happened. Cool, so that didn't work. Despite all of my testing. Cool. I'm so happy about that. Thanks, LinkedIn. Yeah, that's a great experience. LinkedIn won't let me connect anymore. So unfortunately, that doesn't work. Come on over to Twitch if you want to watch and interact. Let's just do like that. Trying to see the screen's reflection in my eyes. Oh my gosh, chat. Chat, why? Why, chat? Why? Why do you need to zoom in all the time, you know?
Why?
It's so uncomfortable.
Why? Why?
Can't you just leave me alone?
What is this? It's Microsoft Excel.
There's no doxing here, I promise.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got.
Also, I saw there's a timer and I need to adapt the timer. This is what happens when you don't stream for a month, right? Here we go. Uh-oh. Rugmat, nice hit. Rugmat striking Yost with Thor's hammer and silencing him for 120 seconds. Good swing. Nice. The irony being, of course, that it doesn't apply to VIPs. Completed Gardener, welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow. I'm not saying these usernames sound suspicious, but they vaguely sound like bot accounts. Like if someone was creating bot accounts for Twitch, these are how I would name them. Difficult MZ, Bumpy Belt C, Hereditary AH, Completed Gardener Q. They do sound a little bit odd. Oh wait, no, timed out is timed out. Yeah, you're right. It also applies to VIP. You're right, Steffi. That's true. Hi, Forex. Forex, I'm very glad to hear that you're back. As you know, you are my best friend in the stream. And it's great to have you here again. We do have a bond. You're right. We have a very deep and special bond. It's true. So, James Bond? I should time you out just for that. I should time you out just for that, to be honest. Feels like I should time you out. Your messages didn't go through until now. Alright, so the moral of the story is you cannot stream to LinkedIn, probably. It seems like it's not possible to stream to LinkedIn so easily. Because LinkedIn is a Microsoft product. No, that's not the reason, but that might be part of it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 1954. Taking me way back. Oh my gosh. Way back to 1954. I told you streaming to corporate Facebook is a bad idea. Thank you very much for the screenshot, Rugman. Anyway, so we are going to continue. We're just going to continue on Twitch and YouTube as usual. Have you tried using Google Meet? I have not. To live stream? How would that even work? Well, anyway, I figured we should start things off as we normally do with... Can anyone guess? With a very special thing called...
Garbage.
Oh, you set up the screenshots integration. Did I? Did it already put something there? No.
What's that smell? Failure.
Oh. Wait, what? Who did that? Not me. Wait, what? Oh, that's wild. Oh, you you posted it yourself. I thought it was automated. I was like, wait, did I do this? Did I already set up the integration? Did I code something while I was asleep? Like, wow, that's... I mean, I've had sleep walking, but sleep coding, that's a new one for me. That would be very, very impressive. If you... Imagine you You go to your doctor. You're like, doctor, I did something weird. Doctor's like, what did you do? I said, well, you know people sleepwalk, right? But I apparently sleepwalked to my computer, and I coded an entire app while I was asleep. And the doctor would say, well, what was the app about? And you would probably say, oh, it was an app for counting sheep. That would be pretty incredible. No, I don't do that. No. Frustrated Zero. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the follow. Like this is what I'm saying. These usernames are so suspicious. And it can't just be me noticing that. But they're suspicious.
I knew I shouldn't steal a mixer from work.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a risk I was willing to take.
Ah, good one, Rugman. That's a good one. So that's right, meme of the day. Let's do it. Let us begin with the meme of the day. Oh, that's a mushroom.
Garbage.
You don't see anything. How weird. That's probably... It's probably because... Ah, there we go. So here it is, chat. It's the meme of the day. And honestly, take away your clowns. Take away your clowns, even though, you know, I'm withholding opinion on this. There had to be a meme about it. We're not talking about it, Steffi, but there had to be a meme about it because, well, it's funny enough to make a meme about. What are clothes? Is that misspelled clowns? What the? Chat, I'm always a bit concerned with what you come up with. It's always a bit concerning. Hi, Exegete. I don't get it. I should probably ask for your money back. Mm-hmm. Anyway. It's an OpenAI meme. My meme is green screened, I know. Look. It's just a little difference. It's not a big deal. Anyway, so what are we doing today, chat? As many of you know, some time ago, we decided to relaunch the idea of just in numbers. And just in numbers was originally meant to be a real-time analytics solution for live streamers. But now, with my hindsight 2020 and my advanced additional knowledge skills, I have seen that the most sensible path forward, and I've identified the most lucrative thing to do as a project. And I've narrowed the scope down to just being about channel points. Freaking cough. So, I suppose it makes sense, Rugmat, doesn't it? It makes sense. Okay. It makes sense. Thanks, Jay Walter. It was a cough, not a sneeze. I guess we'll just do the ad for just in numbers. So here we go. Oh, I need to be on the right scene, of course. You may have wondered many years ago, and you may have even heard of Justin Numbers in the past. But do you know that we are bringing it back? We are bringing it back by being the #1 place for you and your viewers. So that's you, streamer, and also the community, to rally together in one place and have a single place where you can look up everything around channel points. How many channel points you've collected, how many channel points the community has, how much you can spend in the streamer's channel. And ideally, if you do this across many different streamers, you will be able to have an overview of your channel points across Twitch, which has never been done before. And Twitch is not going to do this for you because Twitch, they don't earn any money from this. So say yes today to Justin Numbers. Do !Jin in chat or go to www.justinnumbers.com today and benefit from a one-time unique opportunity to sign up for free for the first 100 people that get accepted. You will have a lifetime license for free. So I look forward to seeing all of you maybe tomorrow or sometime soon on justinnumbers.com. Thought about removing the memes from the scene. I thought about everything. The funny thing is that there is no vertical scene for Justin Numbers. So all of those things worked in vertical for YouTube. 90 kind of worked because it flashed the light. I saw an ad for an app called Justin Guitar the other day in Duolingo. I thought you pivoted.
Garbage.
No, I did not. Although we discussed today about doing Duocodo, an app for coding, and I said I'm probably not the right person to do that. But yeah, Rugmat, I hope you got your money's worth. Toasty worked on that scene. Oh, did it? Really? That's fun. Oh, because Toasty is not a meme box meme. Toasty is not a meme box meme. That's right. Justin Lingo. A language learning app called Justin Lingo is... wow. When I click on the button waiting list, nothing happens. Do you mean... hold on. So if you're on the website and you click waiting list, you should be taken to the bottom of the page. Lingo Bingo. Ooh, that's also very good. Lingo Bingo. I like that. It's also pretty good. You should be able to enter your email address here. And then your Twitch username. And then click send. Normally. Maybe. If that doesn't work, it's not my fault. It's Netlify's fault. But this should totally work. So we've basically descoped the project from real-time analytics to everything about channel points. And
Failure.
it's going to be for uBlock. Haha. See? Pepcac. Definitely Pepcac. The user error. So yeah, so we descoped the project and now it is something for both viewers and streamers. And I think there's a reason why I did that. First of all, Twitch is never going to build something like this. And no one else is going to build something like this because it won't give them any revenue, which is fine. Like, this is a fun project for me. But most importantly, when we think about growth, when we think about how products get adopted, you have to solve a problem for someone, for them to adopt your product, right? That's the only way that someone will... Why can I submit the form without typing something in? Because you're silly and you're submitting the form as empty. Yeah. Yeah. Good. You just fill up my waitlist with empty submissions. You do that. Because there's no validation on it. Anyway, so when you think about growth of a product, then it's really difficult to get something adopted by people if you don't solve a problem for them. Yeah, so there it is. There it is. I knew it. Hi, Kara. I also noticed they didn't include any channel points in their data dump request. You're right, Kara, they did not. There's probably... I wonder what the reason for that is. What do you think the reason for that is? Do they not consider channel points as part of your profile? As like personal data? I wonder what the reason for that is. Oh, you know what it might be, Kara? Because you would be able to calculate. You would be able to calculate exactly how many channel points you get for different situations. Although they do describe how many points you earn with the various streaks and everything. Because some countries can't have them. Yes. Oh, wait, because if they gave you channel points earned for streams, we've basically descoped the project from real-time analytics to everything about... Wow. Double garbage in the stream. No, I think Twitch would also need to include... They didn't include redeems. This is the thing. Because redeems aren't part of your account. Oh, I know why. The explanation is simple, Kara. Because channel points belong to the streamer. Channel points belong to the streamer, not to the viewer. That's why. Because they're channel specific. So they can't give you channel point exports because it's not personal data that pertains to you. It's the streamer's data that has points assigned to other people in the stream. I think that's the reason. Anyway, so in terms of product adoption, I think this is pretty interesting. If I wanted other streamers to use a product, which many other people creating products for Twitch streamers do, right? Other analytics products, or even people creating all of these like clip search things and clip indexing, like Clip Talk and stuff like that, right? Or it's not called, I don't know if it's still called Clip Talk, but all these other products for Twitch streamers have one inherent problem, which is why, so I will be a bit spicy with this one, why most products for streamers will never really see any adoption is because they are only built for streamers and not for the community. But the real growth comes from building something that is two-sided, that is both for the streamer and the community. So if you build something that's just for streamers, your target audience is way smaller because there's way less streamers than viewers. And then on top of that, streamers aren't evaluating software like viewers are, right? Viewers enter different streams and have different possibilities. So by making something that is two-sided, which in the case of Just Numbers is now channel points are two-sided for me, right? viewers can see all about their channel points in different streams, and streamers can see about their channel points that their community has, different viewers. Because it's two-sided, it means that viewers who already have another streamer that's adopted Justin numbers would say to another streamer, hey, it would be great if you use this thing, because then other people in the community could also benefit, blah, 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 blah. So the growth would be two-sided. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So yeah, that's the idea behind making it kind of two-sided. Obviously not only for growth reasons, but just because it's a two-sided thing. You can't have channel point engagement when no one uses channel points. Simple. It's that simple. So, what are we doing today? I am going to start figuring out, or rather thinking about, how to design the flow of Justin numbers, because I don't really know how to do certain things yet. Not even like a technical thing, but like from a how do you call it? From like a philosophical perspective. Thinking on stream sounds riveting. Yeah, so the architecture, I feel like we should Excali draw this. I feel like we need to Excali draw this. So let's do that. So the architecture is kind of interesting because you basically have what I want it to be like, right? Is I want there to be an app, kind of like in the mock-up, right? Where there's one place where both streamers and viewers can go in and they can log in, right? So the app login, it's obviously with Twitch, right? So we'll call that Twitch login. And then within the app itself, not using freehand. I mean, I still have it, but maybe I want to keep it, you know? Maybe I want to like save it for later. Of course I still have my freehand thing. Don't be silly. But then, okay, so then you have, within the app itself, there's a few things that need to happen. There's a layer here. So this needs to have, wow, you can't. Twitch authentication. So there needs to be some level of Twitch authentication first. That has to happen before anything else can happen, I think. So then there's, when you have Twitch auth, in the background, there needs to be provision tau for streamer. So there needs to be tau configured for streamers, because we're going to be using tau to do the data collection part, because it already works. We don't need to like build anything additional. You know, it already has everything we need in it. But we can't. Can we even run? I don't know about this yet. Like whether we can run one tau instance per streamer or whether we can run different tau instances for. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we have to think about, we need to provision tau. I don't know about this, whether it's multi-tenant. Technically, we can route everything through tau for multiple streamers. In theory. But maybe you have to provision a separate tau instance for everyone. I don't know. So you need to provision tau, which is that's a big part for me. That's a big chunk. And then in addition, we need to route. We need to forward event data to central DB. So because tau uses its own database natively, we need to forward that event data to like a central database where we can basically, it's going to be a lot easier to query, because otherwise we have to query across databases, and you can't really do that. Like you can't write a join across databases, right? And then basically on top of that, you have backend, which, no idea, whatever, some kind of backend, which I think is a relatively small thing. And then the front end. Which is also Twitch auth in a way, because it has to interact with for the user. And that's basically it. What is Tau giving you? Success is what Tau is giving me. Was that your question, Exy? What do you mean by what is Tau giving me? Tau registers events for every single channel point. Every single event that happens on stream. I think this part here, right here, is going to be the trickiest part. I don't know how to do this. I really don't know how to do this. That's something we need to figure out. Everything else, like everything else I can figure out. How much are they paying you to mention them? It's open source, Yoast, but nice try. This I don't know how to do. You need live events, or you could poll for point balances. Oh, so, okay. Let me be a bit more detailed here. So the backend is evidence.dev. Actually, it's a bit of a combination of both. So evidence is going to be the way that we unify backend and frontend, in the sense that we need to use evidence to generate queries. So let me show you. What was the site called? I stopped killing zombies because I had an idea for something to code. Ooh. Oh, I gotta log in, 1 sec. Do you need live events, or could you poll for point balances? Well, I want it to effectively be more or less real time. Yeah. Let me get this site for you. I think a lot of you might have missed that when I did that. So I built a POC. I built a POC of this to make sure that I could do this. And I can build everything that I need to using Markdown and SQL, using evidence. And I can stick evidence inside a front end of my choosing. And evidence will run the queries in the background for me. So all I need to handle is basically this container for authentication, right? And Tau. I need to handle getting the streamer to authenticate and then provisioning something to collect the data for their stream. Now the thing is that a viewer can authenticate, but a viewer doesn't cause Tau to well, it would cause Tau to provision for them, but they don't see anything as a streamer because they don't stream. So we're gonna spend a fair amount of time, like this is kind of more or less clear how to do that. We need to provision Tau. I don't know how to do that yet. I know how to forward event data. That's not such an issue. And this is basically solved as well. So the big stuff is going to be here, in this part here, in the tau thing. So maybe let's think about tau today. Let's maybe think about how to design this part so that it can work for the product. That actually makes sense. So let's take a look at the underpinnings of tau, and let's break that apart. What was your idea, Joost, for coding? What's the idea you had? So, if you're not familiar with tau already, then I don't know why we're talking. No, tau is basically, it unifies all the Twitch API endpoints. The ones that provide event sub are basically automatic. So let me show you here. This is what it looks like. When you have tau running, you can basically monitor all of the event subscriptions that you want. So I have all the event subscriptions activated. In addition, you can make any endpoint, you can query any endpoint from Twitch for more information about things.
The cutouts, the blood, everything, that's all using the mask plugin to mask things out to make it happen. Clip that and use the audio. Yes. Well, I'm just gonna do I guess I could just do a video. Yeah. So use that audio. Okay. We'll use that audio.
Was this where Finite made the James Bond thing?
Did someone clip it? Because if someone...
I think that's where Finite did the James Bond intro thing. So basically you have... sorry. You have all of these different... channel point redeems. You have channel goal progress. You have also ban whatever events, everything that you want. A claw tracker that uses Tinybird to track which claw team member is streaming at 5-minute intervals and then makes a dashboard with Tremor. Seemed like a small enough project to try a few things out, but don't let me distract you. That sounds very cool. Sounds fun. So basically you have all of these things as events, right? And what you do with the events is when they're in a database, you query them. So for example, let me show you. When you have all these events, you can query them. So for example, you can make a thing that queries tau to get information about which streamers have shouted you out. So that's something that I did. I have a chart here that shows me, so if I refresh it here, hold on. Let me just refresh this. These are all the streamers that have shouted me out since I've had tau running. So for example, I can see that Finite has shouted me out 6 times. That's why it's in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times for a cumulative shoutout size of 642, right? And I can see all these statistics very easily. Easy peasy. And I can do the same with channel points, which I've done here.
The stream couldn't get worse than it is right now. It is currently a hot mess of garbage.
I'm glad that so many people are collaborating on our new Claw online status. But I think that you can fetch things by team, if I remember correctly, from Twitch. I think Twitch has an endpoint for that. But anyway, so thinking about tau, it's kind of difficult because tau runs in an instance for each streamer, and I don't think there's a way to listen on event sub for other streamers Like, I could add a streamer here, but I don't think this gets everything for other streamers. Let's try here. Let's add Trash Puppy. I think she's live. So if I add Trash Puppy here, what information do I get about Trash Puppy? That's the question. How do I know what's going on in her channel? Hi, Cypher. You make me small again. Like if someone does a redeem in Trash's stream, I don't know if that works. Probably only status updates. Yeah, but what are status updates? Online, offline. Oh, only online, offline? Yeah, that's not worth it. Goodbye, Trash. So that's the thing. I need to figure this out. The rest requires a user auth token. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think you could do it that way because it requires authentication. It requires you to go to your Twitch dashboard and create this URL thing, and that's the problem, right? I don't know how to do that yet. But let's think about that, take a short break, and after the break we will continue talking about it. How about that? See you in just a few minutes.
That's right. If you clip, I will thank you for clipping. A clip, and a clip.
You said it. So the logo will continue to move itself in either up, down, left, or right. So you can choose. Hi, Panda. Wait, 24909. That's not even that's not even an angle. That is disturbing. I don't have any pores, Steffi. What are you talking about? I don't have pores. I don't have any pores. My skin is baby. So this is kind of interesting. So the man who has not been named was selected from within the ranks of the force. So he was already a police officer. When it's convenient, when it's not, I still live at home. Can you do that one more time?
No, I'm not doing that again. This will be one of the last times that we're going to be able to use peekaboo. Like, see, the snap camera is going away. And I'm very, very...
That is... Yeah, I don't... Right join is the best join. I hope you're happy. That's the one for today. That is... Are you saying my face is not pretty? Panther? How dare you? No, that's fantastic. That's great. That's fantastic. Oh, wait, what angle is this? Oh, 6.9. Oh, I read it as 60. Oh, no! I read it as 69. Oh, no! What have you done, Panda?
Maddie's stream is incredibly exhausting.
Exhausting. I'm tired already.
Information. Tesla offers owners an insurance product that utilizes unique telematics that their vehicles provide to offer more bespoke insurance premiums. This product is sold separately, and owners are not obliged to use it and can purchase insurance for their vehicle from any broker. This, chat, is someone complaining about something that they can change. This isn't mandatory. This isn't compulsory. Is this what you wanted, chat?
This is how you celebrate me getting 1,000 followers on Twitch. This is what you think I deserve as a streamer.
Is? How should I refer to this now? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Justin Numbers was going to be... Oh no. I hear it, but I can't see it. No? What? Did it go by already? 9,263 degrees. Who can work that out? Who can even know what direction that is? Thank you for taking... Stop clipping the audio cues! Chat, you have to stop clipping the audio cues. Otherwise I need to do different ones every single time. Message tag is the P, message text is the message. Create text node. Very clever. I like how you had it. It helps with the legibility of the bold in particular. 15 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected to happen there. Okay. Let's try it out. No! Crap! I have 2 minutes! Oh no, chat! I can't believe Stuffy's done it! No! I can't believe it's happening! No! I can't believe that someone actually redeemed end my stream. I really can't believe that you managed to save up enough points to do that. If you're wondering if we are back from the break, then today's audio cue for you is you. Hello, sharer, and welcome to the stream. So yeah, let's have a think about how to provision Tau by looking at how we set up Twitch for Tau. Next time I hope you get a Prime raid. When? When? What do you mean? Next time? I don't know what that means. Speaking of huge streamers, has anyone been following what's happened with Okay. What in the actual world is happening? I don't even know. I have no idea what's happening, chat. Yeah. Something to do with vertical and normal OBS both using the AV1 encoder. I didn't think that would be such an issue. Garbage. But, well, there you go. This is something, unfortunately, I couldn't test. This is the thing. And I can see that my processor usage is super high right now. Wow, chat, look at this. First time that the M2 is actually being... Yeah. So let me hit recording again. Let's see what happens here. Is there any lag? I don't know. Unless AV1, well, AV1 produces smaller file sizes. I tested this over the weekend. But maybe it's not as efficient for the GPU, CPU? That would be unusual though. It's meant to be more efficient, isn't it? It's meant to be more efficient. Well, the stream looks smooth to me. Sort of. No. Okay. Not so smooth. Ooh, that's not so good. Not good. Hi, CD. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is fun. AV1 encoder doesn't like M2. I will have to stop the stream and start it again. Give me 1 second. Wait, is it smoother now? If you run both NVE and C until Twitch gets AV1. Yeah, I think the issue is that Twitch doesn't have AV1, so I don't know if there's any benefit. It still looks fairly laggy. It's still fairly laggy. Okay, let me just kill the stream. I will be back in less than 90 seconds. Okay, here we go. No new first. Really? I mean, looks like a first to me. So the learning is, here's the thing, chat. AV1 produced smaller file sizes by about 35%. However, it seems to absolutely smash the CPU GPU of the Mac. When I did a 5-minute test, it didn't seem to do much in that terms. So that's very surprising to me. It's very, very surprising. Gonna snooze the ad. Snooze! I don't want to run the ads. Or I don't know, we just have to run them. I mean, Twitch, because it's a new stream now, Twitch wants to run the ads, which really sucks. And YouTube also, it's just like, YouTube doesn't know what to do now. What is the deal with my YouTube stream? That's a very good question. Are we even live on YouTube now? What happened there? I mean, it created a live. I think AV1 on its own is more efficient, but since you're live to Twitch, it's struggle busing. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. I mean, I don't think that YouTube is live because it ended the first broadcast and then it didn't get a new one from me. So I don't think we're actually live on YouTube anymore, which, whatever. It is what it is, chat. Hi, JD. And yeah, not even close to first. Like, not even remotely close. Do I have to check something now. Do I have OBS backtrack? Do I have backtrack running on the output? Yeah, sorry about the ad break, by the way. How do I see if backtrack is running? Replay buffer. Automatically reconnect. Where is replay buffer again? I forget. Is it under... Oh, it's here. Enable replay buffer. So this is also a problem because it basically means that there were 5 encoding streams running before. There was one encoding stream for Twitch, and then a replay buffer for Twitch, and then there was an encoding for YouTube and a replay buffer for YouTube, and then there was LinkedIn running via the multi-RTMP output. And that is why that didn't work, I guess, for LinkedIn or something. Yeah, super annoying. Do I need OBS's replay buffer? I feel like I don't, because I never use the horizontal clipping. So we could turn that off. We can turn that off. Anyway, JD, how are you doing? I saw you've been streaming a lot the last few weeks. I was streaming never at all. That was the last few weeks. So yeah, usage is way better now. Now we're like at 50%, which is normal. So that's good. So look, when you have an application on Twitch, doing all right, working on background check stuff for a potential new job. Nice. Good to hear. Very good to hear. That is really cool. Just 1 second here. Why? Are those 3 announcements from me? No, they're copying her. I wasn't the only one who went offline. Apparently. Yeah, I'll wait till the ads finish. How about that? Wow, we are zoomed in. I did not notice that. I did not know. 220. Oh, wow. That happened so fast. I had no time. I had no time. It happened so quickly. Because we were so zoomed in. It happened so fast. Oh my gosh. And there's so many recordings. And there's so many recordings. You were a bit too slow on the screenshot, unfortunately, JB. What does that mean? Just in chatters. Mine caps automatically. It screenshots automatically. Yeah, mine clips automatically. It's even better. It does a Twitch clip automatically in the background. But what I wanted to talk about was this. So when you have for Tau, so what we're talking about is, to remind everyone, when we're building an app that requires data collection from Tau, because it's going to be the only way to do this, someone has already built everything that collects data for me, so I don't have to worry about that part. I need to authenticate the person. Fine, we can do that. That's like with Ping or with any of the other streaming related things. that people log into. That's fine. We can handle Twitch off. But then we need to provision Tau. And the thing is, in order to get Tau running, there's a couple of prerequisites. It's not as simple as just clicking OK. There's a few steps that need to be done. Where's the text thing? So you need to create Twitch dev app and URL. So you cannot get Tau to measure anything without this token. Can you create a developer application that gets permissions for someone else's account? So right now I have provisioned it to collect data from me because that's how Tau works. But is it possible to get Tau to collect data about someone else through authentication? Is that possible? I use implicit auth. What does implicit auth mean? See, because the thing is, when you run Tau, so I run Tau on Railway, right? This doesn't really matter, but no secret. I do think that you need I need the user's consent. Yes, I do, right? But could I get Tau as it's running here? Could I get Tau to not only make, to not only listen to event sub for me, but to listen to event sub for every single other streamer while only running one instance of Tau? Because the problem is, if I want to provision an instance of Tau for everybody, I could do that, right? I could provision a Railway project for every single person that signs up to this, but that doesn't scale very well because I'll be paying for every single Railway instance because they'll all run 24/7, which will use so much. It'll just use so much, right? Yeah, Tau doesn't support multi-tenant right now, but I'm wondering if we can modify it to be multi-tenant for this project, or whether that doesn't make sense. That's the question. Does it make sense to have people do the following flow, right? So people create a Twitch dev app URL. Then you fork Tau for each user. Run setup with their credentials. This can't work. There's no way this could work. Typing it, I already see that it doesn't work. Because I can't create these things if I don't have the user's account. It's way too involved. It's way too much work. There has to be a completely different flow. The flow needs to be Twitch authentication receives. Someone hasn't been watching my stream. Why do you say that, JD? Multi-tenancy is hard. There's a reason Finite didn't get to it yet. But this is the prerequisite for this project. That is literally the only prerequisite for this project. Everything else kind of doesn't matter. That is what we need to solve for. We only need to solve for this. Everything else is a solved problem. But JD, why do you say I haven't been watching your stream? I've been lurking hard in your streams, by the way. I just haven't really been watching a lot. My game is set up where you don't have multi-tenancy, but every instance of the game uses the same Twitch application client ID. So if I were to play your game on my Twitch channel, it would use your Twitch app, the one that you've defined. Right, you could run it now and it would still ping back to my app. Exactly. So in terms of usage limits and stuff, that could work, right? The question is how to get Tau to pull in for multiple streamers. Now the thing is, the database design of Tau is really good. So if we could modify Tau, let me look at this for a second. If you look here, if you look in Twitch events where everything is logged, then you can see, I'll make this a bit wider. You can see in the user data, we would always have for which channel it's for, right? We would always know. We would always know. Like if I copy this, oops, sorry, it's a bit wide. Okay, it's black text, so you can't see it. Hold on. Right? You see here, right? We can see everything. I see viewers 1 to broadcaster user ID 556 from broadcaster blah, 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 to broadcaster blah, 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 to blah, blah. So I have the references and I could write the queries in such a way that we could store everybody's data in one database. We could do that. I don't think that's a problem. I don't think it's like a privacy issue either, because we're only dealing with channel points, and I don't think that's a big deal. It will make a lot of things way easier having one place for that. However, how does Tau get configured in the first place to do that? So Jay Walter, what APIs do I need? Basically every single event sub for channel points. So if I go to Twitch event sub, reference. So there's channel points voting. There's channel point votes. There's, oh, hold on. Let me just do points. There's channel points custom reward add. So that's when a custom reward is added. So when you change like when you add a new channel point, when you update a reward, or when you remove one, so if you delete one, when there's a redeem, when a redeem is updated, what were the other ones? I think those were basically it. They're all event sub. Thanks for the lurk, JD. They're all event sub. Now the thing is that Tau provisions all of them for me. So like channel points voting, you basically, there's a subscription, right? It just subscribes to it. So easy peasy, just makes a subscription. So I could route everything through a Twitch app for it. I could create a dedicated app instance of Tau separate from mine, which is dedicated for this project. Basically like this one here, just in numbers, which I don't need this one anymore. I'll probably just delete it. But anyway, yeah, and then it would basically have the railway instance and it would run on the railway instance, but I need to find a way to pass additional users to Tau. So I need to basically create a different version of Tau. I need to basically create an update for Tau. I need to PR it, essentially. I need to add the ability. I need to add that feature to Tau. I don't think there's any other way around that. Or wait for someone to PR Tau in order to do that. I don't think there's any other way to do that. So let me just take a quick look at Tau in terms of how does this actually fetch the user? Let's take a look. So there's Tau config init.py. Okay, so most of it is in Python. I wonder where it's configured. Yeah, Django. I'm wondering where it's configured, where it gets the auth information. Front end is, yeah, I'm not so concerned about the front end part because no one's gonna see it except me, right? I have to basically have the ability to provide a way that someone makes, so someone will go to, this is the flow. Someone goes to justinnumbers.app or whatever. I don't know exactly. Maybe I'll keep it on justinnumbers.com, but have it as like a subdomain, like app.justinnumbers.com or something. Anyway, so they go to that domain and they're presented with the app and it says, you're not currently logged in, please log in or authenticate. Kind of like, what's it called? If you do like ping.gg. Like this. Ping ask. Easy way to curate questions from your audience and embed them in your OBS. Something like this, right? And then you would sign in. And there's like some other information on the site. So people do that. And then it takes them, Twitch auth passes that to Tau. So it passes the user credentials that have been authorized to the app somehow to Tau. So Twitch authentication against single Tau, I should say Twitch dev app receives user access token and passes it to Tau. Tau adds streamer to monitor database and creates necessary event subscriptions. So maybe, okay, this would probably be automatic. I would probably need to create the event subscriptions. Or I don't know, can I automate this? Can this be automatic? And then basically, in the same time, they've been forwarded, the user's been forwarded, okay. Yeah, this has to be able to be automatic. So the user has been forwarded in the meantime. So they've logged in, it says, great, you've logged in, here's the app. And then they're presented with, well, the app, which looks roughly something like this, whatever. And they see like there's no data for them yet, and there's like some information that they haven't been presented with data yet, right? Hi, Mary. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Had some issues with our stream today, but we've since solved that. It's a post to the create event sub endpoint with user access token. Yeah, or multiple posts, exactly. Okay, so basically it's about these 3 steps. It's about figuring out how to code these 3 steps in Tau, because this is not something that I can do outside of Tau. Twitch auth. Okay, that's just requesting the permissions from the user. Fine. And I get that token and I need to pass it to Tau, and then Tau needs to add the streamer to the database, right? So there's a database in Tau. It's just so hard for me to watch any streams because I'm so busy. Oh, well, being busy is also a good thing, Mary. You know? So there must be, let me just check. Streamers, apps, Tau streamers, import Tau streamer signals. I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to add this to Tau. To do, update to handle more than 100 streamers in DB. I'm currently calling the Twitch API twice for each active streamer. Streamer refactor to use return stream data. I'm glad, Mary. So what I'm looking at is basically I'm building this product, which is going to be both for the streamer and for viewers to see everything about channel points. So you'll be able to, as a streamer, you'll be able to see all the channel point rewards you have, how they've been redeemed, how many channel points are in your community, like estimates, stuff like that. Because you can't know the precise number, but you can know estimates. So, Jay Walter, you asked about what endpoints we need. So besides event sub for channel point, yeah, why am I so close? Wild. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's happening. I have no idea why OBS is acting up. It's not because of the encoder then. It's basically either OBS 30, like there's a bug in OBS 30, or it's plugin related. But it just, the app actually froze. Can you believe it? Like the OBS app froze. The entire app. Which never happens. Ever. So there aren't actually ads. I don't know why that came up. It's a bit strange. Are we back? Just want to make sure. Are we back? Did you have to restart the app or did it calm down? No, I killed OBS. For like the 3rd time today. Yeah, so anyway, the point is that Jay Walter, we're going to need besides just event sub, we're also going to need event sub for channel points, but also for subscriptions. I'm definitely gonna look. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the log for sure. Thanks for the reminder, actually. Log files, upload, previous log file. Look at that. Nothing. My suspicion is that it's this. My suspicion is that it's this plugin. Because multi-RTMP has not been tested thoroughly on Mac. It's the only plugin I have that hasn't been tested on Mac thoroughly. So might need to get rid of that. It was LinkedIn's problem. It's definitely LinkedIn. But anyway, oh, I could also upload the current log. Might be something in there. Yeah, also nothing. Zippity doodah. I've been meaning to update macOS as well, but I haven't done it yet. Anyway, so chat, so OBS. 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 Has no one ever made that joke before? That's actually kind of funny. Anyway, so the point is, we will have to figure out how to provision Tau to be multi-tenant. In the sense that Tau needs to be able to handle multiple streamers. So at the moment, according to this message from Finite, I assume from Finite, it can handle up to 100 streamers in the DB. See, like active streamer IDs, streams first, Twitch access tokens. Although this is probably for streaming related things, which is, yeah, I don't know how important that is. Oh, no, you're right. Jay Walter, we also need information about streams, because you need basically, in order to know when channel points were redeemed, you'd have to have information about when the streams were running, right? Because otherwise, what happens is you've got like a chart and you have like all these redeems here, like this, right? But you don't know when the stream was. Like maybe the stream started way earlier. Like maybe it was like, this is your stream and it started here and it ended here, right? And then all the redeems were like in here, for example, and then maybe one here or something. I know that my pen thickness is too high. So yeah, I think it's necessary to have the streaming data as well. But I just don't know enough about Tau. I'm probably gonna have to ask Finite about this. There's a registration thing here. Twitch channel setup. After submitting, you'll be forwarded to Twitch API's authentication page. Not gonna say what those bars looked like. Why? What did they look like? You didn't like my bar chart? What's wrong with the... Oh. Never mind. We won't talk about that. Anyway, so... This is all like the static stuff. So how can I...
Garbage.
I don't... Chat, I don't know how to do this. I simply don't know. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to like actually try and do a PR to Tau? Where I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to add the ability to have multiple users. Use Tau. Because it feels like that's not something easy to solve, because you have to Tau needs to have the ability, so Tau needs to have like the ability to receive the access token and pass it to Tau from a user where the app is provisioned from someone else. Like right now, I provision Tau, right? I have the Tau instance running in my Railway instance. So when I log into Tau, when I authenticate Tau, I'm doing it for me. Did I read the authorization section there? No, I did not. What does it say? The request must specify an app access token. The request will fail if you use... Aha, yeah, app access token. Oh, wait. If the subscription type requires user, the user must have granted your app permissions to receive those events before you subscribe. Yeah, this is basically what we're talking about. The user needs to access Tau, needs to give permission to Tau so that we can go and get those with our app token for that user. For example, to subscribe to channel subscribe, the app user must get a user access token that includes the channel read subscription scope. Yeah. The request must specify user access token. The request will fail if you use an app access token. Tokens must include required scope. Yeah. I don't see why webhook requires app access token, WebSocket requires user access token. Yeah, but we're not using WebSocket. We're not using WebSocket. That's the thing. Not using WebSockets. Where did you get this, by the way? I can't find that anymore. Authorization. Webhook? Yeah, we're not using WebSocket. Or is Tau using WebSockets? I know that in the Tau interface there is WebSockets. Where do I have that? So you do have a WebSocket stream, but that's not where I don't think that's where everything is coming from, because it's event sub where the data is coming from in the first place. This part confuses me, which adds the required permission to your app access token client ID. Where do you see that? For example, to subscribe to channel subscribe, your app must get a user access token that includes channel read subscription scope, which adds the required permission to your app access token's client ID. Tau uses event sub over WebSocket since that does not require exposing a Tau port to internet. I'm not so sure about that because this Tau endpoint is actually open to the internet from what I gather. But anyway, so we're gonna have to solve that part. So Tau will need to add the streamer to the database to monitor. For all the event subs that we want. And then we will need to automatically create... Aha, that's it. Sorry. And then we need to do the event sub subscriptions for that streamer. So I don't think we need database design changes. From what I saw. Because basically what we have is we have chatbot, constants config, Django admin log, Django migrations, streamers, streamer. What's in here? Offline subscription, online subscription, streaming, Twitch ID, Twitch username. Okay. Streamers stream. So this is the record of all of your streams. Right. Streamers stream. So you could easily store streamer ID. See? Streamer ID. This is already set up. This is already set up to be multi-tenant. Because you have a streamer ID here. And that streamer ID is in the... Where's the streamer ID? Here, streamer ID. There's only one at the moment, it's just me. But it would basically add to this table, it would add a streamer, Twitch username, etc. And then you would have this table with all of the users in it. To me, it sounds like the webhook route makes the auth part way easier, and it would only require adding a new auth page to Tau, no other code changes. The problem is, J. Walter, that you don't get all the information you want via webhook. Because they've packed everything into Event Sub, so you wouldn't be able to get the information that we need with webhook. No, sorry. Yes, webhooks. It would only require adding a new auth page to Tau. No other code changes. How do you figure? Because right now... So these are all the event sub endpoints, right? These are all the event sub endpoints. Database stuff. The inconsistency of what method provided what data was annoying the last time I looked into this. Yeah, Twitch has basically deprecated, so Twitch deprecated Kraken, right? So Kraken was the old API endpoint, and they introduced Helix. And Helix is now the most up-to-date endpoint for making requests to that API endpoint. Then they released Event Sub, and Event Sub is the way to automatically receive what is happening on Twitch, right? Whereas before with Helix, you would need to go and ask every time, like, when is the stream online? You would need to keep making requests to Helix for that. So you can still do that. So if you look here, where is it? Get stream markers. Get all stream tags. Get streams, right? Gets a list of all streams. So you can still use Helix to request your stream by user ID, for example. You get all your streams with all your game IDs and all the languages, etc. The thing is that you don't have the ability to get certain information via Helix. There are just some things that are not in here, like, for example, channel points. If you want to get channel point information, okay, look at what you can get. Remember, this is Helix, right? So you would need to make those requests every time. Create custom reward, delete custom reward, get custom reward. This gets you what rewards the channel has. So you'd have to get custom reward redemption. So again, you would need to make a request to channel points, custom rewards, redemptions every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes, whatever. You'd need to do that all the time. And you will see there are redemptions that will keep getting returned with every API call. It's not only new ones. You'll have redemptions that are in there as unfulfilled, for example. Like if you make a redemption now, one of the channel point redeems that I have to confirm, it will stay as unfulfilled. It's not to say you're unfulfilled, but anyway. So event sub is just way more straightforward in the sense that you don't have to keep making these requests to Twitch. Twitch will just tell you, hey, this happened. And now event sub allows you to receive that information either via webhook or via WebSocket. So webhook is callbacks, which is what Tau uses. And WebSockets is just an additional transport method. I don't know why Tau has both. Not really sure. I'm not really sure why. WebSockets are a persistent connection, yes. The thing is that you do have to reconnect at some point. You do have to reconnect at some point. You can't just, you know, you can't just have a WebSocket that stays alive forever. Yeah, persistent. Persistent in the sense that, you know, an ex-partner that you were with for some time and then broke up with, and then they are persistent in messaging you again to figure out if you're still single some years later. So, yeah. Can be very flaky, for sure. So yeah, you will need to reconnect at some point. So I don't think that WebSocket is the solution, to be honest. So I prefer us to use I think we're gonna stick to using webhooks. The thing is that Tau handles all of this already. You can't just crawl under a blanket forever because something bad happened. You do need to eventually reconnect with the world. That's very true. That's right. Reconnecting is important. So Tau already handles all this stuff. The question is of how to get Tau to do the thing that I want to do. Because, so here's the webhook monitor component. So there's a webhook monitor.view. This is the front end of the webhook thing. Event subscription, blah blah blah. API Helix get event subscription response. So event sub import event subscriptions models. I think I'm going to go to the webhook route for my thing because that's going to work with a serverless solution and I just need online status events. Yeah, that should be pretty straightforward in your case, Yoast. That should be very straightforward. Okay, so event sub subscription, condition ID. Let's see what else we got at event sub in here. modules. So this is a whole folder. Event subscriptions. Actions. Okay. Getters. Smart module, event subscription from state. It's interesting. Where is it getting all the streamer information from? Or is this a module? The module gets rolled up into, hold on. Import the Twitch event subscription data to the database. Update existing and creating new subscriptions and scopes. Huh. This is where we would need to do this for a streamer, for each streamer. Import JSON, blah, blah, blah. Tau Twitch models. Okay. Tau Twitch migrations. I'm not so familiar with Django, so I'm not sure how does that work? For event data in pub/sub, if message in event data, type message data, blah, blah, blah. So this is probably where it's writing it to the DB. Fix pub/sub JSON again. Okay. Interesting. So I'm gonna need to talk to Finite about how to add multi-tenancy to Tau, because he's most deeply familiar with the structure of Tau and where that would be added and how best to handle that, I think. Yeah. But once that's done, the entire frame can basically be done. So at the moment, does it make sense? This is the big question, is does it make sense to like mock up the app without having any of this inside stuff done? And I don't think we need to do this part, because if Tau is multi-tenant, then we don't need to forward any event data to a central database because it's all in one place. Where are the frames? There was like a frame feature, or was that? Here, frame. Okay. Good. Very good. Ideally, your app should be modular enough that you can handle swapping out the data collection part, and the data analysis visualization part doesn't need to change. Yes. So the database that gets provisioned by Tau, if we look at Railway again, so if we look at how this works, right? You could delete this and the database stays, which I've actually done. I've actually done that. I actually 10 days ago, as you can see from from the logs, 10 days ago I actually completely wiped my Tau instance and started it again from scratch, from a forked version of Tau, because I didn't actually have the forked version of Tau in my GitHub repository. But the database stays, because this was created on the 29th of January 2022. So yeah, it says I should migrate I don't care. I've done backups. Anyway, I actually need to leave, chat. I actually need to go. I need to pick up Mimi Two Shoes from a concert.
Garbage.
So that was today. Thank you for bearing with me while my computer struggled today, or I should say rather OBS struggled today. I'm upset with OBS. I'll see how far I can get with my claw tracker app. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that, Yost. And to anyone else who joined today, thanks for joining. It was good fun. D-Hands definitely breaks stuff on here. Thank you for gifting so many subs today, Yost. I appreciate it. And gifting back and stuff. Oh, this does weird stuff to this. What are you doing? It's doing weird stuff, Rogmat. It's doing weird things. We're gonna raid Trash Puppy, of course. Yeah, you broke it. Good job. Definitely gonna raid Trash Puppy today. Trash Puppy has raided me a lot. I believe something like a gazillion times. I am slowly leaving. Trash Puppy has raided me, has shouted me out 14 times. So I feel like, yeah, that's a good point. And there's a lot of new followers because I got followers while I was away and not streaming. So yeah, we will see each other on Thursday. I hope the stream is more stable then. And until then, I wish you a lovely, whatever this is, evening, afternoon, morning, goodbye, take care, bye-bye.